What's up, everybody? Travis Haynes here at MATLAB Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu headquarters in Columbus, Ohio, with the legendary Ricardo Hey Diogo from Constant Gracie team. Welcome, Rezão.
Thank you, man. I don't know about the legendary, but I'm Ricardo Diogo. My nickname on the Jiu-Jitsu environment is Hey, So hi, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy these questions. Then I got it from my friend and teammate, Travis,
Because people want to know about you. People want to know your history, so yeah.
So it's a pleasure to be here on his gym this week, teach seminar for the kids, for the adults, It's always very nice place to be, see Travis and his students, It's always a great time to be around here and show a little bit the jiu-jitsu for the team,
All right.
My boy.
So first off, Master Hey, when did you start BJJ? When did you begin?
So I started in Constant Gracie School in Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro in 1981. Constant Gracie is the instructor, and he has two assistants. Then be like a very good. I'm very big fan from both. At that time they assisted Cássio Cardoso and Ricardo de la Riva. They both purple belts, and they both assist Carson on the class, on the morning class and the evening class. That's my beginning in 1981. Yes.
So Carson was your very first teacher?
Yeah, he's my very first teacher in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he have also later on some other students then become also instructors in the academy, and I also enjoy their class from them. But the main guy always be Carson Gracie. I always enjoy his class, the class he teach. But I join other instructors there too, then teaching that time in my time in Carson Gracie Academy in Brazil.
So you've always been like really athletic and stuff. So like, did you do any other sports before you started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or?
Yeah, I do. The first sport my parents put me in the swimming, So I do the swimming classes when I'm little, and then I do a judo. Okay. 8 years old to 12 years old, and then I start do basketball, and I play basketball to 19 years old, and then I move like a 20 something, 21 for jiu-jitsu. I start do jiu-jitsu like consistent, and when I'm 21, 22 years old, something like that.
So getting into jiu-jitsu, so like, who do you think, was there anybody that stands out as an opponent? Like, who was your toughest opponent, you think, back in the day when you were competing all the time?
Well, I have some tough opponents, I make some challenger fights, against this guy from Romero Cavalcante, Frederico Seda, he's a tough opponent, He beat me when we fight the finals on the blue belt division, open division, in a Copa Hollis Grace. And then Carson got invited to make a challenger fight with his students against the other academies. So I'm one of the guys that he put in charge to fight, and he asked me who I want to fight. And then I asked him to invite this guy, Frederico Seda, that beat me on the final. And then we make one of those super fights on the event, 20 minutes fight. That day is my day, I win the fight. But he's one tough opponent. This guy I fight on the Brazilian Championship. They used to be the Worlds in 1993, Copa Axe. Murilo Rupp, he's from Zemario Sperry. He's a tough opponent too on the purple belt division, And Daniel Grace, I fight him. We're supposed to fight the final on the first Brazilian championship. They also supposed to be a Mundial Worlds at that time, 94. And then there's a big controversy because between Carson and Robson, because Robson supposed to be the referee on the fight, and Carson doesn't let me fight. So long story short, we postponed the fight, and we supposed to fight in a neutral place. And then Carson called me and told me, hey, Carlinhos called me, asked me if you mind to fight on the Barra Grace Club. You know, probably people from Barra Grace State is gonna be there, but nobody's gonna say nothing. So long story short, I went there, fight with Daniel. It's a little pressure because, you know, I fight on my opponent's house at Barra Grace.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest rivalry from Carson Grace team. And that times on the 80s and the 90s. It's always a big rivalry. Of course, a healthy rivalry, but on the mats, we play very tough against each other. You know, it's always good competitors from the other side too, but he's another tough opponent that I have on my career too, Daniel Gracie. Okay. Good friend of mine too. Hello, Daniel. That day is my day, you know, but, you know, you're very tough opponent, always be, you know. And yeah, there's some guys then give me like a tough fights, you know. Yeah. Some of these guys. I fight some other guys, like tough guys. I fight Roleta too, Roberto Magalhães from Barra Grace on the purple belt, you know. First fight on this event, and I gotta, it's my day on that day too, you know, so, but tough opponent too, very unpredictable guard, you know.
Yeah.
He's another good opponent, yeah. And yeah, man, all tournaments that I go, always find like tough fighters, and, you know, but I always training hard, prepare myself, believe in my game, you know. That's, I think, some ingredients for you be a successful fighter. Commitment, training hard, believe in your game, prepare yourself for the competition, conditional and technical. And I'm pretty sure if you follow these things, you can be successful.
So what was like your most memorable fight or accomplishment in jiu-jitsu, you think? Like, what is something that really stands out that you're most proud of?
I'm proud of all my victories, you know, in competitions, you know, because like I say, I always believe and I train and I prepare all the time to try to be the number one, you know, to try to be always on the first place, and I did, and I have a good career, you know. I have so many tournament competitions, then I got the championships, I got some challenger fights that I win all, you know. So like I say, I have all the guys that I fight, you know.
Pretty much the ones
I have good memories. You know, I fight also
fighting the
a good opponent, too tough opponent. He also he beat me once, and I beat him once. Ricardo Miller from Paragon. He's a tough opponent too. Then we fight twice. He beat me once, but he got me on the arm lock, and I beat him by points, you know. And unfortunately, on this fight, then I got caught from him from arm lock, stomach down. That's the 2 times that I got caught on this standing, like control both lapels and standing one base. Frederico Cedo, when I lost the final, the open division blue belt, he got me on this arm lock, in Franjinha, he got me on the same arm lock.
Oh, shit.
You know, and I never do it again, that stand pass, you know, 2 times enough.
So what?
And Carson is the referee on that fight when I fight Ricardo Miller for the second time, and I lost. You know, he armbarred me, and I lost. You know, tough opponent too, very tough.
So switching from competition, from competitor to teacher, what makes a great student for you? What's the qualities you're looking for?
First of all, I really watch the attendance from the student. You know, I really believe the student, he progresses with his commitment. You know, if he frequent come in class. He develop his jiu-jitsu, and things start make sense for him quick. You know, if he step on the mats and training consistent, show up in the academy, support. You know, of course, how he's making progress on his conditioning side and his technical side. For me, is always a combination, and have both like walk next to each other. So I think he can become, with those things, like a good fighter, a good student, you know. And that's things that I watch on the students to promote the students. You know, frequency in class, of course, developing about conditioning side and technical side.
So, like, what about do you have advice for like older students that are just starting out? Like, what would you tell somebody that's a little older,
Yeah, be careful with injuries, you know, because injuries in the beginning is very easy to get it because you don't have much knowledge about the sport, and sometimes you play like high intensity without good direction. Sometimes you can hurt yourself, you know. So my advice is I think age is just a number. It's totally on your mind. I think there's no age for you to start to sport, any kind of sport. Jiu-jitsu, too, is a martial art. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, you move wrong or by accidental, you can hurt yourself. My advice is always try to avoid. For young people, middle-aged, old people, avoid like injuries, you know. And if you injury, try to healing before you go back to work hard again on your body. You know, it's my advice.
Very good. So, like, do you have any funny memories of Carlson? Like funny things, statements, things he would say that would stand out in your mind? Like, because I know the guy.
Yeah, Carlson, like, once in a while when we're together, he look at me, and then he look at me. Hey, are you poderoso? Hey.
Poderoso.
You're poderoso.
Poderoso.
If you're not poderoso, who's poderoso? Hey. He always bring this to me once in a while. Or he look at me. He say, "Hey, how you got girlfriends with this big head, man? You're so ugly, man. How you got girlfriends?" I say, "They like me, so what I'm gonna do?"
That's good.
Another funny thing from Carson, you know, when he thinks somebody's gonna play against the team, you know, like maybe rob or take it, or rob on the score, or give the victory from the other guy, instead give to somebody from him. You know what I'm saying? He always do like this. Oh, hey, this referee. That means the guy is gonna try to rob his student. You know what I'm saying? He don't trust the guy to be a referee. He always make this thing here like this. That means the guy is gonna
steal,
take advantage for the other team. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because in that time, Castle Grace is always on the podium. You know?
Yeah.
Always on the first place about team.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very tough team. 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, that's some funny things. You know, and some words that Carson created, like Cleonte, you know, Mutuca, Galo Corrido, you know, all these slangs he created. And there's I don't know if you guys saw, I saw a few times already, some people put some paper that he writing about some expressions that he created on his own and become very famous on the jiu-jitsu environment business, you know? So that's a few ones that I remember right now to tell you.
Very cool. So,
hey, we start a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna get you going. So where's your home academy? So if people want to visit you and come and train.
Right now I'm located in Los Angeles, you know, on Venice Boulevard. There's a Venice High School across the street. I'm on the other side. This gym called Broxton. There's a boxing place on the first floor. I'm on the second floor with the jiu-jitsu. So far, close to 3 years. You know, 12923 Venice Boulevard on the second floor. Everybody's welcome to come. You know, 10 o'clock a.m. morning schedule and 7 o'clock p.m. adult schedule for adults, and 6 to 7 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for kids program.
Cool.
You know, welcome everybody.
So everybody can try. So last, how can we contact you? You have a website, or so guys want to get in contact when you come out for class?
You know, I try to work more on my besides the mats. You know, my Instagram, my Facebook. You know, I try to add more comments and pictures and got some reviews. You know, and to people see more what we're doing, you know. And yeah, I have my cell phone is 310-733-6192. That's my cell, you can call me anytime. Website, it's Ricardo Diogo Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you know. My Instagram is Hey Diogo BJJ. Yeah, I think they connected Instagram and Facebook together. If you access one, you can also reach the other one. Yeah, that's the way you can reach me. You know, I try to put all my supplies on or maybe on the website, or maybe on Instagram to see if I got some like a personal sale on supplies. You know, people are gonna be able in the future to buy by my website or Instagram.
Okay.
You know.
Cool. All right. Well, there you go, guys. So get a hold of him. Get out. Take a class. One of the best instructors on the planet. Old school Carlson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Doesn't get any better. Thank you, Hazel.
Thank you, guys.
Us.
Us.